I'm Maybe Burke, and you're watching Makeup for Lost Time. This is my series for trans women and other people who feel like they missed a few classes when it came to learning about makeup. Now, I recently got a comment, and I can't find it, but it was telling me that I should do the Palestinian flag with my makeup, and I don't necessarily feel confident executing that, but I do feel more confident that I can get something like watermelon inspired with my makeup. So we're gonna try some watermelon eyes. Starting out, as I do every look, with a simple base. An eye primer helps to make eyeshadows pop, but also to make eyeshadows last and stick. We're gonna set that base down, and then while I do my eyes, I'm gonna put on a lip treatment and some moisturizer, you know, for moisture. I like to add skincare steps while I do my eyes, because then it gives it a chance to settle and dry down. I'm gonna pin my hairs. Okay, so we're gonna try watermelons on my eyes. That's the plan, that's the goal. And if you're not familiar with why I'm doing watermelons, we can talk about it. I'm gonna relax my eye and stamp a semicircle in where I want this to go. This is gonna be like, what do you call it? Like, is the rind of the watermelon? So if you don't know, watermelons are like symbols that are used for Palestinian resistance and like in lieu of the Palestinian flag, because historically there have been places and ways that the Palestinian flag has been banned. So the colors of the Palestinian flag are green, red, black, and white, which are also the colors of a watermelon. And so not just modern usage, but like there's a legacy and a history of artists and activists and people using watermelons to indicate or symbolize Palestinian resistance. I don't think I'm gonna like if I do the whole lid red. So what I'm thinking is like doing a fade from like red to pink on the lid. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna take some red and tap it right in, right inside. I mean, that's not resembling a watermelon, just to start out. We'll see how fancy we can go. It's a little Christmas right now, but I think that comes with the territory of doing anything red and green. Okay, we're gonna blend from this red, and I'm just gonna use the other side of the brush to pick up some pink and blend from the red to a pink. I think that's better than doing my whole lid red. So I've been in contact with Dr. Muhammad and his family in Gaza right now, and helping them to raise funds to be able to escape out to safety. And today I just saw that we finally hit 60K for them, which is like incredible. They're still like 15K away from their goal, but they definitely have enough money to evacuate. They just obviously need the money to have living expenses when they leave. This one's a little different shape than this one, but here's my thing with symmetry. It's unattainable. On most faces, your eyes aren't symmetrical. We're not symmetrical. My face is not symmetrical. And also, I don't really have an eye for symmetry, so trying to create symmetry is just really not worth the effort for me. Now we're gonna take a white liner, and we're gonna put a line between the green and the red to hopefully make this feel a little more watermelon and a little less Christmas elf. Right along here. That helps. That helps a lot. We're gonna go over it and make sure it's good. But first I'm just matching it on the other side. I also am like the first to admit that like I'm not great with like graphic liner. I'm not the best at like drawing with makeup, you know? But for like what I am decent at, this is pretty good. Do I want a wing? Or do I just leave this? You see, I make decisions as I go with these things. We are going to do a little bit of liner. I'm gonna continue that white down into my waterline, and hopefully it'll look cohesive and like the line didn't end. I like that. Welcome to me experimenting and just figuring it out and deciding what a creative look looks like as you go. And then if I just do a lash, that'll be the seeds. That's cute. Let's see if just some mascara is enough for this. If not, I'll pull out a false set. But if we just want it to look like seeds, drawing something on my lids, especially because I have like a pretty significant hood, is like never the way to go for me. And I know any intricate design or work that I put into something that's below my hood is not worth my time or my effort, because it's just going to get destroyed and muddled. But that looks better. That like kind of looks like seeds. I mean, it doesn't, but like, you know, abstractly, we can think this is a watermelon. And if you don't agree, just don't tell me. I'm just gonna quick do my complexion. But yes, I am working on that fundraiser, trying to get that family as much money as they can have. The schmink is in my schmayo, if you know what I mean. Mohammed finished his first year of residency as a medical doctor last year, and then spent most of this year working for free, keeping his neighbors, his friends, his family, and his loved ones, and thousands of strangers alive, working as the only medical care provider at a school they were living in for like 3 months. And they are just waiting for the border to Egypt to open back up so that they can move from Rafah over into Egypt. And I hear from Mohammed every couple of days at this point, and he tells me that he's just waiting for the borders to open back up. They think that is their only hope at this point. So when that does happen, I want to make sure that this family has the funds that they need. And obviously I wish every family can have the funds that they need. But thanks to a little project called Operation Olive Branch, creators have been able to kind of partner with families, and I was assigned this family through Erin Hadamer's Pass the Hat initiative, which is pairing creators with families from Operation Olive Branch so that we can kind of make more focused efforts advocating for one family each, or bigger creators have been able to take on more than that to do whatever we can do. Okay. Using a pretty red blush. And what I'm gonna do is actually come back in with my foundation brush and tap around and over that, just to make it blend in a little more seamlessly. I'm just gonna take my redder powder blush and go right over that, setting that in place, but also making sure we like enhance the color of it. And now I look like one of those like Snapchat filters. And then I want to see what happens if I go with black lines as freckles. I don't know. It might look bad, but it might look good. Here we go. I'm using a flat angled brush so that I can kind of just place the line and drag a little bit if I need to. Honestly, this isn't terrible. I think you get the idea of what I'm going for, and that's all I could ask. And then we're gonna take some up the nose, actually. But this is kind of cute. But I'm gonna go with this very deep red. And this is our little watermelon inspired look. If you want a face that screams Free Palestine. Which I guess the face alone doesn't necessarily do that unless you know about the symbolism, which now you do.